the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Mike, yellow.
This is Darwin Thompson, sixth-round pick from Utah State. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow.
Yellow.
Watch
15.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. It's different. That's going to be a long. Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Big stop, Pete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
1st down, Ravens.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Darren Lee there to get him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. The Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get in the weight room.
Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
4 down. Alert. Hey, alert 48. Alert, hey, 43. Right now, let's go. Double dog. That's the way. Right there.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Thomas. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On the counter, Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Let's go. First down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 15. Check 15. Check out. Here, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo the efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Where's 52? Oh, 52's the mic. Hey, Mike 52.
Throwing again. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Terrell Suggs.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Hill on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time, maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football, no turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 25 yards that time. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And some space here. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's checking.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Thomas. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Buddy up. Come on, boy. 56. Check 56. I got you.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's get it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
65.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited
rare.
is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Rimley. Check 25. 36.
Here's McCoy. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Hey, 43, 15.
A gain of a yard.
15.
3rd and 1.
57 to Mike. Here we go.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught by Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. That was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Yellow.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes escapes the sack. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Kill, turn up. H3-2-18, chopper.
They'll run it with McCoy. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Callaway. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go. Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
4 down. 52, 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Let's go. 52 is the mic, boy. 52. I got one.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Agba able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's crossing.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, 57, 57. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 3. 43, 43. Hey, turn it out, turn it out. Out, out. Attack, attack. Watch the safety creep. Check.
They'll go again to McCoy. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow, yellow. I'm going little lady. Yellow. Twist. Yellow, yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. Got one open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, color. Kill. Kill. 49. Attack. 15, 15.
10th carry now for McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Butker now to add the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chiefs, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.